Good afternoon on the live stream from Tradies Hockey Park at Sylvania. This is Craig Turner. I am here to take you through two pretty exciting hockey games this afternoon. We have Sutherland against Northwest Strikers Borkham Hills in the Premier League 2 clash coming up, and followed by that will be the same two clubs in Premier League 1. So it's a very sunny Saturday afternoon here, 15th of April, for round 2 of the Sydney Hockey competition. These two teams both come into the competition this afternoon, the game this afternoon, after sort of differing results last week. For Northwest Strikers, they had a 3-0 win over Manly, so good start to the season for them. Sutherland, they were really pushed around by Briars. 4-0 Briars ended up winning that game. A goal in, I think, each of the quarters, so it was a fairly convincing result by Briars, and certainly has given Sutherland PL2 something to think about. So Sutherland will be very keen to get a good performance on the board today. Just quickly running through the teams. So Sutherland PL2, in goals we have Daniel Bryant, captain and coach Brendan Sharp, 277, Blake Sharp, Oliver Turner, Matt Vine, David Vine in 323, Chris Goodman in 270. Chris missed last week, so hopefully he's in good form this week. Matthew Thompson in 289, Cooper Jones 300, Aidan Taylor 290, Toby Jennings 339, Matt Quinlivan backing up from third grade in 231, and Jonathan Krepp 338. For Northwest Strikers, in goals, Brendan Clinch, Harrison Cook in 17, Ruben Hurt in 18, Dougal Alexander in 16, Sam Carr 21, Isaac Drennan in 22, Luke Thorncraft in 26, Jaden Eckert in 28, Stuart Fletcher at 29, Tom McGann in 30, Josh McGann 31, Craig Campbell 32, Cooper Smith 19, Toby Whitten 20, and Brett Griffin 23. So the Sutherland first grade team just welcoming Brendan Sharp onto the field, and an announcement going around the ground. It's Brendan Sharp's 400th game in senior ranks, and all of those games with Sutherland. So 400 games for him, and he'll be looking forward as captain coach of the second grade team for a good result to mark the occasion today. So teams just a minute or so away from a hit-off. It was pretty excellent conditions. Certainly the light's good, and we'll see some shadows come across the field as the afternoon goes on, but very good playing conditions at the moment. Not hot, and the players will be looking forward to this. So Sutherland running left to right on your screen, and they've got the ball away. So Blake Sharp with the ball there in the centre, out to Toby Jennings, into Cooper Jones there. He's looked wide, but his pass has not found its mark. Cooper Jones making a pretty timely intercept there. Northwest Strikers come again. It's Stuart Fletcher with a good penetration into the circle there and a first shot on goal. So Daniel Bryant was called into action early and kept that one out. So first shot from Northwest Strikers, and they're at the right end of the field for them. So Toby Jennings restarting there, across to Blake Sharp. Northwest Strikers holding their line at the halfway, just allowing Sutherland to work up, and without really any pressure, ball over the sideline finds Northwest back in possession, so I'll be happy with that. Dougal Alexander there. Across to Josh McGann. Northwest strikers again putting pressure on Sutherland Circle. Hayden Taylor able to deflect that over the back line. Dougal Alexander out to Josh McGann again. Down the left, and Hayden Taylor with a good tackle there. All the way across from the left side defender. Blake Sharp down the sideline, picked up by Chris Goodman, but just didn't control the ball, the overhead. And a turnover there on the halfway line for Sutherland. So Northwest back in possession and bringing the ball forward. Yes, up off Sutherland's stick there in the circle, and umpire with little alternative there, blowing the penalty corner. So it's been a good start from Northwest. They've predominantly held the ball in Sutherland's half. Now, had one shot on goal. Now they've got a penalty corner. Good save by Bryant there. Stuart Fletcher was in for the rebound. Came high to him and really did well to get his stick onto it, but the rebound shot went high over the goals. Northwest strikers in there. Daniel Bryant's just held that out. Goodman challenging there. Toby Jennings helping him out. Lifted ball there. Yes, my umpire's blown that as dangerous. Sutherland need to work the ball through and get some possession in the opposition half. Oh, it's a poor pass there out of defence from Oliver Turner. Intercepted, but Goodman's got the ball again. So Sutherland with the restart from the sideline. See if they can get the ball forward into the attacking half. Toby Jennings now on the ball. Back to Blake Sharp. Deception there on the pass from Blake Sharp, but he just didn't find Goodman. And a turnover has Northwest strikers coming forward again. Sam Carr out wide there with the ball, just failed to make the trap. It was looking dangerous for Sutherland. Matthew Thompson there on the ball, leaves it for David Vine. He was looking for Oliver Turner in the centre, but couldn't trap that. Jaden Eckert with the ball out wide. So Northwest working the ball down that right sideline again. Oh, that was quite deadly. That pass into the circle found. Quite sure who it was from the Northwest Strikers. But as Brett Griffin found him just outside the 7-yard penalty spot, and he got a deflection on it, but just not enough to get into the corner of the post. So that was a very near miss for Northwest. Probably their best opportunity to start. That's a good pick up there from Turner, in through Matt Vine, and he's finding Cooper Jones into Goodman. He'll look left, Turner with the ball. But he was just dispossessed as he was coming into the circle. So that's good constructive attack from Sutherland. That's their best attack so far. But now it's Griffin with the ball again. Daniel Bryant again called into action. Good challenge by him on Tom McGann. Northwest Strikers come at the circle again. Brendan Sharp out wide to Turner. And trying to find Quinn Livin there, just out on the sideline. But missed trap and a turnover, so Northwest back in possession. Putting some real pressure on Sutherland's defence here. Another strong crossfield transfer, has found the gap. Good intercept there from Toby Jennings. Dropped the ball forward to Blake Sharp and he was able to find a foot. So Sutherland with a free hit to relieve the pressure there on their D. They're struggling here to find a way forward. That's a good overhead from Blake Sharp. Finds Matt Vine on the halfway. Ball forward from him. Just trying to look around the telegraph pole there. Quinn Livin was on the end of that. Cooper Jones with the ball down to the back line. Into the D, but straight on to Northwest Strikers defender. So Northwest come forward. Strong counter attack here. Harrison Cook in the centre, unattended, but another ball into the D for Northwest Strikers. Good turn. Good tackle there from Blake Sharp. Should get a penalty there. But umpire let the play go on. So Northwest with the ball again. Just outside the 25. Another ball into the D. This time, oh, that should have been a shot, but ended up being an air swing. So Sutherland defending grimly here. They've had many penetrations in their circle. Luke Thorncraft there. Back to Josh McGann. His pass intercepted by Brendan Sharp. And free hit to Sutherland. That's a good midfield possession for them. They need to retain more possession on the ball as they go through the halfway line. So just on 5.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Still 0-0 despite the extensive pressure Northwest Strikers have put on Sutherland's defence. David Vine coming away now. Matt Thompson into Oliver Turner. Good play by him, but Chris Goodman's brought it back infield. This time he's gone wide left to Aidan Taylor. He control that ball. He has kept it in. That's strong play by Josh McGann down the right side. Jade Neckett running very strongly with the ball there in the end. An obstruction, but he's proving a bit of a thorn in Sutherland's side through the midfield there. He's made quite a number of dangerous runs. David Vine back to Toby Jennings. They're just trying to Harrison Cook in front of him. That's a good pass through. Just missed the stick of Matt Thompson, but it was a good ball. Brett Griffin with the ball out there on the right side. But Sutherland get the possession from the sideline. Aidan Taylor back to Blake Sharp. Aidan Taylor into Oliver Turner. Oh, that's a dangerous dispossess there. Fortunately for Sutherland, David Vine was able to clean up. Chris Goodman with the ball now. This is where Sutherland need to retain possession. Goodman's done that, found the easy pass out to Vine. Good overhead there from Blake Sharp. He's got Matt Vine on the sideline, just kept that ball in. This is a strong attacking position, and his pass across. Found the sticker, Josh McGann, but there was no Sutherland blue stick there. Toby Jennings back with the ball. So Sutherland deep in their half again. Good pass forward from Blake Sharp and David Vine, but the ball bounced off his stick. Harrison Cook on the ball for Northwest now, carrying the ball strongly to the back line. Good tackle there from, I think that was Oliver Bollard. Back with McGann again. Luke Thorncraft with the ball. Good tackle from Oliver Turner there, good bit of dispossess. Brendan Sharp with the ball, looks across field, finds Chris Goodman on the right. He's looking for some support, finds it in David Vine in behind. Back to Goodman again. This is better from Sutherland. They're keeping the ball on a blue stick. Excellent pass through to Matt Vine. He'll look long. He's got Matt Thompson up in front of him. Good pass through from David Vine there. Finds Matt Thompson deep in the right side attack. So Sutherland retained the ball there. Having said that, Matt Vine then just mistrapped. And Northwest get out, but Sutherland doing a little bit better in the last few minutes of keeping the ball on their stick under pressure. You're going to have to expect a lot more of that pressure as the game goes on. So Neckett back to McGann. Another strong tackle from Aidan Taylor. He's made a few of those. Pushed off the ball there from Harrison Cook. Umpire blowing pretty strongly. Everything but showing a card. Taylor picks up Oliver Bollard. Oh, his pass not well directed. Straight onto the stick of McGann. Reuben Hurt with the Strong hit through there. Toby Jennings with a good tackle. And a little lay off there to Bollard into Brendan Sharp. Now Matt Vine with one to beat. And he goes strongly, but Isaac Drennan got back speedily there to provide some cover defence. And with the end of the quarter, scores at 0-0. So Sutherland faced a lot of pressure in that first quarter, so they'll be, I would think, quite pleased to finish with scores still level at 0-0. Northwest will be a little frustrated, but they certainly had a few shots on goal, and for them, they'll need to be trying to do more of the same in the second quarter. We'll see how they go when they come back on the field in the next 2 minutes. Teams coming back onto the pitch for the second quarter. So, solid start from Northwest strikers. Good ball control and field position. They had plenty of the ball in the attacking third and quite a number of circle penetrations. Certainly got Daniel Bryant into the game early on. For Sutherland, they've got to redouble their efforts. They've got to expect a lot of pressure on their midfield, and they've got to get the ball forward under control. See how they go in this quarter. Northwest strikers not going too far, just letting Sutherland bring the ball to the halfway where they put them under pressure. Brett Griffin moved up quickly there to deny Sutherland the chance for another crossfield transfer. Oh, terrific receive from Griffin. One stick held out. And it'll be a little disappointing he didn't make more of that after such a terrific receive. Aidan Taylor there back to Toby Jennings. 2 on him. Finds Taylor, who lifted his ball, stick off the ball just at the wrong time and had it taken off him. So Sutherland again under pressure in their 25. Again across to Alexander. Ball out wide. Back with Alexander. Again. Eckert. That's a good receive there from, that was David Vine doing some good work there in defence. Kept the ball off his feet. Conceded the Free hit from the 25. Cooper Jones with the ball on his stick. Looking left, but just found no one there. And in the end, the ball's just gone over the sideline. Actually, the umpire was playing an advantage, and clearly after that pass out over the sideline from Jones, sorry, there was no advantage coming. So Sutherland restart from the 16. Jones back to Blake Sharp, out wide to David Vine. Matt Vine, his brother. Good control by him. He's got 3 on him. Retains the ball, which is what Sutherland need to do under pressure. They're going to find the blue stick, or a penalty will do. Retaining possession as they go into the attacking half is just crucial. Jennings through to Jones. That's good possession by him. Lots of pressure being applied by Josh McGann. Drennan with the ball back to McGann, and Northwest go wide. They really look to get the ball out of the centre and attack quickly down the flanks. Trying that again. Got the ball through, but Toby Jennings will get to that one. Pass by Jones into Goodman. That's a good elimination by him. Under pressure from Drennan. Northwest strikers come forward. Blake Sharp with a good reverse side stop there. That was pretty crucial. Jennings pass forward to Goodman. Wasn't going to make it. Jones again. Need to find a blue stick here. That's the play. Back to Blake Sharp. Just keep the possession. Now wide. David Vine. He's looking for Oliver Turner down the sideline. Just a bit far in front of him. So restart for Northwest. Ruben Hurt with the ball on the left sideline. He's gone the overhead, and I don't think that ever made it inside the field of play. So Sutherland will get the restart from the sideline just over the halfway. To Toby Jennings. He's got Aidan Taylor out wide. That's a good pass. Taylor needs to get onto that ball, which he has. Down the sideline. Oliver Bollard there with the ball. Good pass back to Taylor, into Turner. Good control there in the centre. Back to Jennings, and again out left. This is better from Sutherland. Good pass through there to Quinlivan. He's found Cooper Jones in the circle, but under pressure from Ruben Hurt, he was dispossessed. So good half a dozen passes there by Sutherland, got them a circle penetration. Quinlivan now trying to get the ball through, drops it back to Bollard, and Cooper Jones. Sorry, Aidan Taylor there. Northwest strikers have got themselves out of that left side defence, and Jaden Eckert up high, just Daniel Bryant to beat, and he's managed to do that, and a good shot to the end of the goal. So Jaden Eckert left alone up high, just a simple elimination really of Daniel Bryant. There wasn't much more Bryant could do. He did everything he could to try and hold him up, but in the end, no chance, and Northwest strikers get their first goal on the board. So Sutherland paid the price there with a loose player deep in Sutherland's defence. The defence has been pretty solid up to now, but shows the value of the quick counter-attack. Blake Sharp, he's timed overhead there. Jade Neckett looking infield, but that was intercepted well by Toby Jennings. Really, with the goalkeeper beaten. Josh McGann with the ball now. Ruben Hurt out wide. Northwest come forward again, applying all sorts of pressure to Sutherland here. So Sutherland have retreated all 11 players inside the 25. That's a good block from Matt Vine. Sutherland now trying to defend from inside their 25. They can't. David Vine with the overhead, looking for Matt Thompson, who unfortunately wasn't able to trap that one. So turnover. Sutherland holding their line at the halfway. Aidan Taylor on the end of that one. Back with Brendan Sharp. That's a good ball forward. Found Brendan Sharp, but he's looking for a little touch inside, but really didn't get his stick on it. So ball's gone right through, and a 16-yard hit for Northwest Strikers. Ruben Hurt out wide. Again, Northwest had the high striker. Time it was Tom McGann. Cooper Jones really putting in the hard yards there. Just needed some backup. This is good passing by Northwest through the midfield. So all those passes are under pressure, but they can retain possession. So Jade Neckett was on the end of that pass into the D, and just 3 yards out from the goal. Pretty crucial missed trap as far as Sutherland was concerned. The ball's gone over the sideline, but pretty excellent opportunity for Northwest there. Came for some good passing through their midfield. All those passes under pressure, but they executed well. Matt Vine now bringing the ball forward for Sutherland. Harrison Cook came sliding in there, and his attempt to intercept resulted in the ball lifting dangerously with Cooper Jones just behind him. So Sutherland have a penalty corner, and a good response to that pressure they've had from Northwest. So Sutherland's first penalty corner for the game. They won't get too many opportunities up this end of the field based on play so far, so they need to take advantage of the opportunities they do get, and this will be one of the better ones. Both Matt Vine and Brendan Sharp on the battery there. Toby Jennings is doing the trap.
Oh, is that what you went for? I was curious. Yeah, still loving it. Cooked, beer can chicken. Become a staple.
Matt Vine with a shot, and got onto it well.
Yeah.
But there was certainly a save there on the right post. I think it was off the goalkeeper, Brendan Clinch. There was a right postman there as well, but I think it was Brendan Clinch that got the ball over the sideline, over the back line. Toby Jennings now through to Chris Goodman. Good receive by him. Looks wide to Brendan Sharp. Out wide there to Oliver Bollard.
It's tricky because, like,
Back into
I was
Jennings.
in the States at the end of last year.
Bollard again.
And even then, going to like a few different barbecue places, it's hit and miss even then. And I mean,
On the sideline there, needs to find a way out. He's put his ball across and bouncing ball through the circle. Found Brendan Sharp right in front of goal. So we can see here Bollard out wide on the sideline. Good pass across. And as the Northwest Strikers defender, a little bit disappointed that he mistrapped that, but the cost was pretty high. So Sutherland have now equalised through Brendan Sharp. A goal in his 400th game. That'll be a good way to mark the afternoon. Just shows the value of getting the ball into the circle. Can't score with the ball outside, so getting it in there gives you at least an opportunity. And that one worked very well for Sutherland. Leading field there from Goodman, trying to create the space down the sideline. Jaden Eckert on the ball.
Little meter probes, which at least that way you can see a bit of a curve. And you can
Find
see
Stuart Fletcher there in the centre.
trend up and down. You can kind of try
To
and balance it without overcorrecting too much.
Alexander. Isaac Drennan out wide. This is where Northwest Strikers are dangerous.
For them, not a problem.
Into the D again. Back with Drennan on the top. They're getting too much time with that ball there. And pretty solid shot at goal from number 19 for Northwest Strikers. Don't have him on my list, unfortunately. Yes, a little bit too much time for Northwest there with the ball, trying to set up that shot. In the end, it was wide of the goal, but they certainly had a good opportunity there. Toby Jennings and Blake Sharp trying to work the ball out. 2.5 minutes remaining of this second quarter. 1-1. Sutherland ball from the sideline. Oliver Bollard.
Yeah, I've got one that stands. I've actually
Back to
found,
Toby Jennings. Cross to Blake Sharp.
I've got like a
Finds Aidan Taylor outright. Good ball through to Matt Vine. That's a good penetration. Vine through high to Cooper Jones. And he just didn't get on the end of that, but that was a good transfer and penetration down the right-hand side from Sutherland. They haven't been able to execute too many of those this afternoon, but that one certainly looked good. Northwest Strikers returning the compliment, doing exactly the same play down there, right-hand side. Blake Sharp and Oliver Turner getting them out of that one. Matt Thompson now, ball into the centre through Cooper Jones, but he mistraps. And some terrific back tackling there from Oliver Bollard. Put the pressure on Jaden Eckert, who was really lining up for a shot at goal. But Bollard just got his stick in. Conceded the penalty corner in the process, but I think Sutherland will count that as a good outcome. It was looking pretty dangerous. So another penalty corner for Northwest Strikers. This is their second of the game, first of this quarter. And I thought it would defrost in time, but it really didn't. And so I had to really blast it for a while. Looks like Jaden Eckert's lining up. He's got Zane Drennan beside him. Eckert, good run by Matt Vine. Excellent intercept. Oliver Turner with the ball in the centre there. That's good evasion by him. Excellent passing. Found Goodman out wide. Now with Cooper Jones. Ball up off Stuart Fletcher there. The umpire decided it was dangerous. Goodman with the ball. Sutherland in a good position here. Just 13 seconds to go. Need to try and get the ball in the D. That's good running by Jones. Get that ball back. So, Rita blowing for the end of the second quarter. Northwest scored early there through Eckhart, and Sutherland managed to equalise through Brendan Sharp. So scores at the end of the first half are 1-1, and on balance that's a pretty good position for Sutherland. They have withstood a lot of pressure from Northwest strikers through that first half, and they've got the scoreboard level, so that's a good platform for them to go into the second half, and they'll be a little bit encouraged by that. And there's a lot of work to go and a lot of time to go in this game, so I'm sure we haven't seen the end of the goals. Northwest strikers will certainly be coming out. They'll be saying they've got this game in a good position, and they just need to basically keep going with their passing game. They're certainly getting the circle penetration, so more of the same I think is what Northwest strikers need. For Sutherland, they need to get the ball more and more possession of the ball in the opposition half so they can set up their circle penetrations. There are a few too many turnovers from Sutherland in their half, so they're living on the edge. Let's hope they can change that around a bit in the second half. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second half of this PL2 game, Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers.
Yeah, Kieran went. You remember that? When Bobby's fucking jaw was on the floor when Kieran was talking about his wife getting into his outfits on a Friday night and affecting his performances on Saturday. And you're in the corner. He's got no energy left in the tank and he can't say no to her. And he's gone, I'm gonna have such a no to me. Same for Saturday. And Bobby's just gone. That's all I want. I've never kissed one.
Coming back onto the field for the start of the second half. All square on the scoreboard, 1-1. So despite a lot of pressure, attacking pressure from Northwest strikers, Score's still at 1-all. I don't think Northwest will be too disappointed with that. They'll be confident in the way they've been playing. And from their point of view, at this stage, more of the same would be what I'd expect to see for Sutherland. The good news for them is that despite all the attacking pressure they've been under, they're still level on the scoreboard. So they can be encouraged as well. Luke Thorncraft with the long transfer there. So Sutherland holding their press at the halfway line. I like to see that, putting pressure on the opposition as they come into their half. Long overhead from Northwest, and that's found number 19. And really a simple ball onto the foot there wins them a penalty corner. There wasn't a lot Aidan Taylor can do, but he had to come and put pressure, but wasn't able to protect his feet. So a very early penalty corner for Northwest. Well executed overhead there. Got them the opportunity. So less than 2 minutes in, and the first opportunity for Northwest. Eckhart with the ball. Took a deflection up, and Blake Sharp was able to swat it away from the goal. Northwest were clearly playing for that deflection. It wasn't a terribly hard pass, but it was flat along the ground, so they were looking for the deflection in front of the goalkeeper. Isaac Drennan there stopped that, and yes, the umpire decided that did affect play. The ball was all over his feet. David Vine back to Toby Jennings. Northwest pushing high here, trying to put some pressure on Sutherland's transfer. Brett Griffin has come in to prevent them, Blake Sharp going back. Aidan Taylor into Chris Goodman. He's under pressure from 2 and has lost the ball. Stuart Fletcher comes away with it. Lays the ball off to Jaden Eckhart. And Northwest lose it just as they come to Sutherland circle. So getting 2 and 3 players putting pressure on Sutherland's ball carrier is winning them those turnovers. Northwest with the ball on the sideline just in front of the halfway line. Transferring it left side to right. Trying to find an opening down that right sideline. Back through Stuart Fletcher in the centre. Josh McGann with the ball there. He'll look right. No, into the centre. Looking for Isaac Drennan. Jaden Eckert using his body to shield the ball, trying to carry it forward. Took the ball outside the 25 and then fired it into the circle. But often Northwest strikers sticking over the back line. Into Oliver Turner. Out wide to David Vine. And down the sideline finds Matt Vine. Good pass there and a good receive. Matt Vine is pretty strong on the ball. Finds Matt Thompson wide of him. And his pass not well directed. Harrison Cook picked that up. Oh, deflection there. That would have hurt. Straight off number 19 stick up into Aidan Taylor's face. At least I think it was his face. He's right to carry on. Finds Chris Goodman. Back to Taylor. Trying to find Oliver Turner there, but not close enough to his stick. Stuart Fletcher there with the ball. Umpire says take it up, take it back and take that penalty. Brett Griffin with the ball out there. Yes, he's just tapped that onto Sutherland foot and wins another penalty corner for Northwest. Northwest are counter-attacking well. When they do win the ball from the turnover, they are stretching Sutherland quickly, not allowing Sutherland time to get back. And with a couple of high strikers, they're outnumbering Sutherland deep in the back line. Another penalty corner for Northwest strikers. Dougal Alexander with the trap, and which didn't execute well. Ball fell to Harrison Cook, who made the shot at goal, but Daniel Bryant was on his medal there and kept that one out. Matt Quinlivan intercepts there. Matt Vine through to Chris Goodman. He's got Cooper Jones ahead of him. This is where Sutherland need to retain, but they haven't. They've lost again the ball as they cross the halfway line. So all that good work to come out of defence. Unfortunately, Northwest strikers back in possession. This trap there from Jaden Eckert. So Sutherland have the ball back. This time Oliver Turner out wide to Matt Thompson. Northwest winning the ball in their defence. Now they're going to try and work it out. Sutherland putting the pressure on. This is where they want to keep the ball in. Toby Jennings restarts Blake Sharp. Oliver Bollard with the ball now just over the halfway line. Finds Matt Thompson. Good evasion by him. Ball through to Matt Vine, left alone. And the reverse side Tommer has just gone over the crossbar. Good positioning by Vine there at the top of the D. Got in behind the Northwest strikers' defence. Didn't panic with the shot. Positioned it well. And good opportunity for Sutherland and well worked into the D. Oliver Turner there. Controls the ball in the centre. Back to Sharp. Toby Jennings again. Gets the ball wide to Aiden Taylor down the sideline. He's needed Cooper Jones to trap that. I think he might have been going for the deflection. Fletcher with the ball there in the centre. Drops it out to the right. He'll look for Harrison Cook long. No. Back into the centre. Eckhart with the ball at the top of the D. Ball on his stick. Oh, that was a terrific effort by Jaden Eckhart. So you can see Eckhart there carried the ball to the left side of the circle, and it was really a one-handed reverse edge shot. Got past Daniel Bryant. So Northwest strikers recover their lead. Now up 2-1 with just under 8 minutes of this quarter remaining. Goodman. Pass intercepted there, and Northwest strikers again taking advantage of their counter-attack. Sam Carr had the shot there from the top of the D. like Matt Vine before him. Ball sailed over the crossbar. But Sutherland almost paying the price there for a midfield turnover. Northwest very quick to counter-attack. Matt Quinlivan with the ball now down the right sideline. He's got Thompson inside of him. Looked for Cooper Jones up high, but again, couldn't get his stick on the ball. So Northwest possessing the ball again, but it's their counter-attacks that are proving lethal for Sutherland. Fletcher looking wide, Matt Vine trying to get a stick on that. Ball back with Northwest. Fletcher again, this time he's gone left. And missed trap out wide, I think that was Zane Drennan. And the ball over the sideline. Oliver Bollard with the restart. Gone the overhead. Strongly down the right side. Cooper Jones on the end of that. With two Northwest defenders on him. Getting that ball in behind the last line of defence. Turner with the ball in the centre there. Got three on him. He needs to find, and he has, found a outlet pass to Jennings. But gets the free hit. Goes wide to Aidan Taylor. Out to Goodman. Isaac Drennan in front of him. That's good possession by Goodman. Back to Taylor. And his ball into the circle, deflected over the back line by Dougal Alexander. So a restart by Turner from the 25. This time Jennings brings it forward. Thompson with the ball there. And Fletcher brings it away for Northwest. They've got Sam Carr right up high, unattended. Just couldn't get the ball to him. So Northwest just super dangerous on their counter-attack. They really do a good job of getting striker or two up high and escaping the attention of Sutherland's defence. I've got a feel that will pay dividends as this game goes on. 4.5 minutes remaining in this quarter. Northwest with a 2-1 lead at this stage. Terrific ball there from Luke Thorncraft through number 19 to Jaden Eckhart out wide. Oliver Bollard restarting. He'll get the penalty there, which is a good play just to retain possession. Blake Sharp on the ball for Sutherland. He's gone the overhead. Not a long one, but a good pass to Bollard on the halfway. So Sutherland retained possession there. Bollard's got two in front of him, but finds Matt Thompson down the sideline. Fortunately, his trap wasn't strong. And now Isaac Drennan on the ball. So Northwest will try and bring it out of sight, that left side defence, get the ball to the open side. Ruben Hurt with the ball there through to Sam Carr. Sam Carr not able to reach it. So Toby Jennings has the restart from the 16. Back with Jennings. Finds Aidan Taylor wide. Ball into Goodman. Lots of pressure. Brendan Sharp with the ball there. Puts it back to Jennings. Into Turner. That's good possession by him, but the third player was beyond him, and Stuart Fletcher brings it away. Thorncraft with the shot there, saved by Bryant. And ball now out with Quinlivan on the right sideline for Sutherland. Did a good job there evading Josh McGann's attention. Cooper Jones now needs to find a blue stick, and he's done that. Goodman to his left. Back to Turner. This is good build-up from Sutherland. They'll go right now. Taylor out wide. And to Thompson. Quinlivan making a good lead to the right sideline. Thompson with Jones inside. And, well, infringement there from Northwest. So Thompson gets the ball back. Finds Turner. And that'll be Sutherland's ball from the sideline. So Cooper Jones with the ball. Sorry, I think that was David Vine. Now it's with Cooper Jones. That's a good possession by him. There's no way forward there. He's gone back eventually to Toby Jennings. He'll go right again. Matt Thompson with the ball. Who can he find? Well, he couldn't get past Stuart Fletcher. So Northwest now counter-attacking. Harrison Cook with the long ball, looking for Sam Carr. But Carr was making the lead, got in behind Blake Sharp, but just couldn't get on the end of that ball to Sutherland's good fortune. So just on 30 seconds remaining of this third quarter. Perhaps one last chance for Sutherland to mount an attack. Alexander for Northwest. Eckhart with the very long bomb. And ball over the back line, so umpires called it quits for the quarter. And Northwest go in with the 2-1 advantage. Pretty close quarter, that one. Both teams had opportunities in attack. And it'll be very interesting to see how the last quarter pans out. We'll be back in about 90 seconds with the fourth and final quarter of this PL2 game, Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. Teams back on for the fourth quarter. Sutherland start the quarter trailing one goal to 2, but with every opportunity in this final quarter to take some points away from this game. They really struggled in that first quarter, but sort of definitely got back on, I would say, equal terms in that third quarter after some steady improvement through the second. So let's see if they can lift again and only come home with a wet sail in the fourth quarter. Northwest Strikers running left to right on your screen. They have the restart. Sutherland putting pressure on at the halfway line. And that's dividends with a ball over the sideline there. So Sutherland recovering possession just on the halfway. And they're looking to go forward. Chris Goodman gets the ball down inside the 25. He's going to carry to the back line. Needs to retain possession there, which he's done. Good penalty for him. So just outside the D there on the back line. Northwest Strikers will certainly line up in front. Cooper Jones with the ball, back to Goodman. Isaac Drennan has taken the ball off him. And Northwest Strikers come away. Sutherland need to break this down. This is where Northwest have proven dangerous with a quick counter-attack. So Fletcher finds the ball wide to Eckert. Back into Fletcher. He looks way left. Ruben Hurt out there. But David Vine was able to take the ball off him. Stuart Fletcher back with the ball. Finds Eckert on the right. Aidan Taylor putting all sorts of pressure on. Eckert got his shot away. And Sutherland were very fortunate. One of those two strikers wasn't able to deflect it past Daniel Bryant in goals. So Sutherland just hang on there. Sam Carr with the ball now. Back to Eckert. Ball pinged into the centre. Northwest Strikers have it on their stick. And in the end, couldn't get the shot away. The umpire tried to play as much advantage as he could. But in the end decided a penalty corner was a fairer option for Northwest Strikers. So Josh McGann and Zane Drennan at the top for Northwest Strikers on the battery. It's McGann with the strike. Well saved by Bryant. Got down to that. Ball probably just not wide enough. At least Bryant had moved across and covered that right side. Fletcher with the ball out to Ruben Hurt. Into the circle, Blake Sharp off his stick. And Northwest perhaps reasonably, legitimately asking the umpire about dangerous play there. Umpire said no. Ball fell into space. Sam Carr with the ball there into the centre. Blake Sharp intercepted, but his pass just fell to Stuart Fletcher. Sutherland were lucky to get away with that. Fletcher again with the ball, just outside the 25, to Carr. Aidan Taylor, good tackle by Taylor. All ball in that. And a second excellent tackle by Taylor. Alexander now with the ball. Transferring across to the left. Through Thorncraft. Another ball into the circle. That time David Vine intercepted. Now Matt Vine with the ball, looks up. Can't find a blue shirt in front. Gets the ball to Goodman, but he was at a bit of a stretch there. And off his stick over the sideline. So Northwest Strikers back in possession. They come again at Sutherland. Eckhart with the ball forward. King found number 19, but ball over the sideline. Not controlled there at the top of the D. Sutherland under plenty of pressure here. Northwest have got 3 strikers up and Fletcher's the 4th. They've all pushed up high, very high press. And they've won the ball back. Now just outside Sutherland's D. That's a 3rd excellent tackle by Taylor. Quinlivan with the ball there, through to Brendan Sharp, and he's found Matt Vine wide, but just with the goalkeeper to beat. And just didn't move the ball wide enough. And in the end got probably too close to the goalkeeper with that final shot. Terrific pass from Brendan Sharp there. Just finding Matt Vine. That sort of vision is what 400 games will give you. So Sutherland have the ball there from the sideline. Oliver Bollard plays it. Found Stuart Fletcher's foot for another free hit. Out wide, Toby Jennings with it. Harrison Cook's taken it off him though. Brett Griffin high. That lone striker high for the counter-attack. He's got Harrison Cook wide of him. Ball falls to Cook, but didn't control well. And Griffin with the first time shot, and Daniel Bryant making a very good save there. Griffin took the shot first time, which is what he needed to do, and Bryant was up to it. So Aidan Taylor with the ball from the sideline. Blast the ball forward. From that sort of situation, not a bad strategy. He's got the ball up the other end of the field. Sutherland will try and hold it in there. They've pressed forward over the halfway this time. So 3 strikers up, trying to keep the ball in Northwest's half. Northwest have the ball now on the back line. It's Griffin again. Finds number 90 in the centre. Bryant got out to him and blocked it. That's good mobility for Bryant there. Needed to get out. Just cut all the angle down there. So Northwest with the ball again. Brendan Sharp putting pressure on there on Josh McGann. Out to Alexander. Wide from McGann to Ruben Hurt, but that ball over the sideline, so turn over to Sutherland. But Northwest have got the ball where they want it, deep in Sutherland's half. Sutherland not really able to control this ball out of their half. They're doing all the defending at the moment. Josh McGann looking wide right. Finds Sam Carr. Good trap by him. Finds Eckhart at the top of the D. And Blake Sharp with a pretty crucial tackle there. Ball falls to Matt Vine now with Cooper Jones. Well, it was a blind. He knew Vine was ahead of him, but really it was just had too much pace on it for Vine to pick it up. So Northwest back in possession, trying to bring the ball forward. Another overhead right. Aidan Taylor through him, so Sam Carr's got the ball on the right. Goodman got back, intercepted that one in front of Eckhart. That's good possession by Goodman. Dougal Alexander a little bit affronted by that decision from the umpire, but Sutherland have the ball. Taylor found Matt Thompson, but he didn't make enough of that attempt to trap. Aidan Taylor intercepts again, ball over the sideline. Sam Carr with the ball from the sideline. Northwest aiming to move left. Isaac Drennan with 3 on him in the centre. Back to Sam Fletcher. Sutherland pulling back. Carr looking to deflect that ball to Griffin, but looks to me like he might be conserving his energies. Didn't really run for that one. Turner and Sharp working together to bring the ball out of defence. McGann carrying it forward. Good intercept there from Blake Sharp. He read that pass down his right-hand side. He was looking for the long ball there, but just found Fletcher's feet in front of him. Toby Jennings with the ball through to Matt Thompson. Thompson needs some support there. Finds Goodman. Under close attention from Fletcher. That's good strength from Goodman. Ball through to Matt Vine into the D. He's got 2 in front of him, but needs to get the ball to Goodman. This is where Sutherland need to work a result. Northwest were up to the challenge and cleared the ball from their D. Good ball, searching ball there from Taylor down the sideline. Got past 2 Northwest strikers, and unfortunately Vine right up high, just couldn't reach it. So time now against Sutherland, 4.5 minutes to go. Turner with a good intercept there. Through Vine. He needs to find Turner again, just there with him. Yep. Turner carrying the ball down the left-hand side. Look for a result here. Wants to retain possessions, finds Vine again into the D, but that's poorly directed by Vine. Just over the back line. And Brendan Sharp on the far post. That's where it needed to go. Isaac Drennan with that ball. That was too easy out of defence for Northwest. So Sutherland back defending. Goodman putting pressure on Fletcher there. Umpire said there was a little stick check there, so free hit to Northwest. Josh McGann with that ball whacked straight through the centre of the circle. Really no Northwest striker anywhere near that. So Turner and Jennings at the back. Ball through to Blake Sharp on the halfway. Unfortunate mistrap by him. No one near him, but ball onto his feet, and the umpire thought that was affecting play. Aidan Taylor again with a timely interception through Turner at the back. Goodman trying to work the ball forward. Not sure how that ended up with Northwest, but they've come back with it, and Reuben Hurt's ball across the top of the D didn't connect with Griffin. So Sutherland again coming out of defence. Just under 2 minutes, just over 2 minutes to go. Fletcher bringing the ball forward. finds back with Fletcher. Chance for the left side, Tomer, but some brave stuff there from Matt Thompson. Get his stick in the way there and deflected the ball over the back line. Josh McGann carrying the ball forward. Yeah, so there's too many numbers there from Northwest, and another ball under the feet and another penalty corner. So Northwest will be happy to see the clock run down a bit here. Just 1.5 minutes remaining, and the opportunity is again with Northwest. Another penalty corner. Again with the drag flick there. I think that one's missed everyone and gone over the back line. So free hit out for Sutherland. Ball now with Goodman. He was picked off by Fletcher. That was costly. Back with Zane Drennan. Isaac Drennan, and out wide to number 19. Now Cooper Jones. Few changes of possession there. Blake Sharp finds Brendan Sharp up high. That was a terrific opportunity. Good vision from Blake Sharp. Long pass through. Brendan Sharp, uncharacteristically, one might say, didn't trap that one well. Ball over the back line. Brendan Sharp will be quite disappointed with that one. He's had one success today. That was good opportunity for at least a shot at goal. Aidan Taylor now with the ball. Looks forward, but so full time, and Northwest Strikers fairly solid in their game today, finishing up winners 2-1 in this second round encounter with Sutherland in the PL2 game. Good result for Northwest Strikers. They were solid right through the game. I have to say that they had the balance of possession and certainly much better field position than Sutherland. Sutherland in the end did well to get themselves into contention after a fairly shaky start. Got themselves back to 1-1 and were looking strong through the third quarter. Perhaps all that running through the first 3 quarters told in the fourth, and really Northwest were much the stronger team through the fourth quarter. So there's the end of the PL2 game. The PL1 sides coming out onto the field for their warm-up. We'll be back in just over 5 minutes with the preparation for the PL1 game this afternoon. So welcome to Tradies Hockey Park on this sunny Saturday the 15th of April for round 2 of the Sydney Hockey Association PL1 Premiership. The game this afternoon is between Sutherland and Norwest Strikers. These two teams were winners in their round 1 encounters respectively. For Sutherland, they had a rather enjoyable, for Sutherland, 9-1 win over Briars. Multiple goal scorers there and a really good outing for Sutherland. Halyard got 3, Bennett, Hernandez and Mason Neal all 2 each. So goals were shared around and a really good start to the season for Sutherland. For Northwest Strikers, they also had a very good result, a 4-1 win against Manly, Gordon or Sydney. So both teams come into the second round with a win behind them, and correspondingly after the first round both teams equal on the top of the table. If we just flick to the PL1 ladder as it stands after one round of the competition, you can see there Sutherland and Northwest Strikers amongst a few other teams that had wins last week, and all equal on 3 points. So the teams for this afternoon for Sutherland, just look at the Sutherland team list. Nathan Ackroyd in goals, Wade Tonner number 5, Wade will play outside defender. Isaac McGregor number 7, Mitch Ray, he had a week off last week, good to see him back, number 3. Blake Hernandez in 16, Jack Hayes, second game back for Hayes after a couple of years in Perth. He certainly made his presence felt last week. Zach Keelan, number 6. Hayden Neal, 8. Matthew Bennett, number 11. Christian Halyard, number 13. And those two strikers were in very fine form last week. 5 goals between them. Mason Neal, number 2. Riley Lloyd, number 10. Henry Jones, 15. And I think Angus Callanan is a late entrant there at number 4. If we go to Northwest Strikers, so Ashley Thomas in goals, Cody Tribe number 2, Luke Potter 3, Michael Arthur in 4, Matt McGann in 5, Liam Alexander 6, Lane Carr in 7, Michael Taylor in 9, Isaac Farmillo in 10, Lee Cormack 12, James Piper 13, Jaden Eckert in 18, Sam Carr 21, Hugh Wickart 24, Zane Drennan 27. And Robert Duguid, number 14. Jaden Eckert, 28. I think I covered him. So, two teams just going through their final preparations, both at either end of the field. This promises to be a pretty interesting encounter. Northwest Strikers were very well performed last season, as they have been in recent seasons. Sutherland not so good last year. They ended up finishing in 8th position, but they've made a much better start to this year. So I'm expecting a pretty tight encounter this afternoon. These two teams would both expect to be challenging for semi-final positions at the end of the year. So it'll be good to see how they line up against each other for this very early round encounter. There's certainly some strong players in both teams, representatives amongst them, so should be a very high standard game here this afternoon. Teams should be on the field in the next minute or so. Umpire's just about ready, checking their equipment. Looks like the captains are up for the toss. So it looks like Sutherland will be running left to right on your screen. They're taking the field. So we're just about set for a start. Northwest Strikers have the hit off. We're running right to left on your screen. The white shirts. Sutherland in their traditional blue. Northwest Strikers just holding the ball in their defence. The two strikers right up in Sutherland's circle. Lovely touch through there. Piper with the ball, trying to find the penalty corner. Sutherland's defence was equal to it. Hernandez now with the ball. Comes away through Wade Tonner. Hernandez just misdirected that pass, just too far in front of Tonner, so turnover. Michael Taylor with the ball in the centre there. That ball directly into the circle by Lane Carr. Needed to travel 5 yards to a Northwest Strikers stick before going into the D. Hernandez and Ray trying to work the ball forward here. Northwest Strikers holding their position at the half line. Robert Duguid putting pressure on in the centre there. Both Hayes and Halyard putting pressure on Lane Carr there in the centre. Northwest Strikers midfield is circulating, trying to find the gap. Terrific touch there from Wickart through to a Piper. But from a very tight angle, his reverse side shot / pass across the D was pulled up. Dangerous play. Ray finds Hayes, but Lane Carr was on top of him. Didn't allow Hayes to get any start with that. Hayden Neal there. Good evasion and pace from him. Ray out wide to Hayes. Running the ball along the back. Lifted ball into the D, so the umpires pulled that up. Hayes has that ability to run with the ball just off the ground. Makes it very difficult to tackle him without infringing. Northwest strikers with two very high strikers in the D, trying to stretch the Sutherland defence. Wayne Carr in the centre, under pressure from two there. Just has to play it back. Luke Potter with the ball out wide. Not much in it yet, but Northwest strikers certainly having a little bit more of the ball, so that's in their favour. Hernandez with a very long overhead there. Finds Halyard inside the 25. And under pressure from two Northwest strikers defenders. He's been able to get the free hit. Carries the ball forward strongly to the circle. He'll have... Yes, there was umpires just conferring there as to whether that infringement by the Northwest strikers defenders was inside the circle or outside. Decision was inside, and it's a penalty corner first of the game for Sutherland. So a good result from Halyard there. Managed to get a result under lots of pressure from two defenders. Sutherland were pretty effective from their penalty corners last week. They have two batteries. Hayes on the left and Riley Lloyd on the right, the two trappers. Ball comes to Hayes. Hernandez with the strike. Took a deflection, but over the back line from the runner. So good work by the first runner there. And the ball over the back line. Hayes with the ball from the 25. Just drops back to Ray and through Hernandez. Tonner out wide on the sideline, under all sorts of pressure there. Retains the ball, which is a good result for Sutherland. Got to find a way to get it out of there, and he's done that through, drops the ball back to Hayes. And he's gone with a long overhead into the D, looking for Bennett, but there was just a huge congestion of players there that ball was falling into, so that was quite correctly pulled up by the umpire. The overhead needs to fall into space, or at least into a player in an uncontested situation. Otherwise, it's typically going to be blown. Wayne Carr with the ball there, under immediate attention from Halyard. Strikers coming forward, the overhead. That ball into the D from Michael Taylor, but Hernandez was on the end of it. That's a lovely touch from Bennett there. Just trying to work the ball out of their deep defence. Lloyd dispossessed. Huge opportunity here for Northwest. So lots of attention in the Sutherland defence, but Northwest come away with the penalty corner. So Northwest looking very dangerous there, right in front of goals. Anyway, they have a penalty corner, and they're first of the game. So Michael Taylor is the battery on the left, and Cody Tribal comes to Taylor with the drag flick. Ackroyd comfortably dealt with that on his left side. Ball cleared wide. Cormac, ball into the D. Off a, well, a little bit of a question here about, yes, off a Sutherland defence over the back line. So Northwest strikers get the ball again from the 25. Good work by Northwest with the ball down the right side, and able to find a foot, an unprotected Sutherland foot inside the D. So from a fairly straightforward attack, they've generated another penalty corner. So I'll be a little bit disappointed with that. They can ill afford to be conceding too many penalty corners against a battery like this. Let's see if Taylor, with Taylor again. That one stopped by Hayes running out, but I think he's suggested that was fairly high. Takes a lot of courage to come out as first runner against these sort of batteries. Hayes has got a fair bit of protection, got his knees covered. But I'm sure it still stings. Third attempt for Taylor. That one off Hernandez. He said that was well above his knee. I think he's trying to show the umpire the big red mark on his leg, on his thigh. Umpire eventually saw it. Angus Callanan with the ball at the right side. Good to see him back on the field. Wayne Carver the ball in the centre, and again 2 people descend on him, so Sutherland Cullen with the ball from the sideline. Up to Ray. Northwest are not going to let Sutherland have those passes across the back uncontested. Hernandez through Ray. He'll look down the right sideline, finds Callanan up high. Good pass through to Henry Jones. Ball bounces off his stick, but he's retained it under pressure. That's the free hit. Halliard with the ball and carries it forward. Ball off a Northwest stick over the back line, so Hayes with the ball from the 25. Sutherland will want a circle penetration here. He's looking for Halliard. That's a very cheeky little tackle there from Hayes. Just hung his stick out and managed to get the ball on the end of it. Free hit just outside the D. Finds Jones in the centre. Northwest working hard to get the ball on their stick. Michael Arthur with that one. Farmillo there, back into the D. Liam Alexander. Northwest working this ball hard to try and get it out of their left side defence. And they've managed to do that to get it to the right side of the field. That was a fairly crucial interception from Hayden Neal there. That ball was heading to the opposite end of the field. Lane Carr on the ball now. Mason Neal trying to hold him up. Hayden Neal carries the ball left. Looks infield to Halyard, but too many Northwest Strikers defenders there. So Sutherland under a bit of pressure here. Ball off Halyard over the sideline. Just over 1.5 minutes of this first quarter to go. Score's still at 0-0. Good defence there from Hernandez. Needed to get onto that ball and he was there in a flash. So very tight quarter. Both teams with opportunities both from general field play and from penalty corners. Luke Potter getting some pretty close attention from a couple of Sutherland defenders there. Bennett back in defence, good intercept by him. Zach McGregor with that long overhead. But all falls to Northwest Strikers. Michael Arthur there. That's a good possession by him in the midfield. So 10 seconds. Perhaps one last opportunity for Northwest to come forward. Good tackle from Hayden Neal there on the left. Just pops the ball over the sideline just to snuff out that attack. So teams go in at the first quarter break. Very even first half. Opportunities at both ends of the field. But no free passes through the centre. Any ball in the centre, there's pressure being applied. So pretty high quality game to start with. And it's going to be interesting to see how this one works out through the next quarter. We'll be back in about 60 seconds with second quarter. Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers, 0-0, end of first quarter. So teams coming back on the pitch. Sutherland still just finishing up with the whiteboard there. Very even first quarter, sorry. I think we'll continue to see a very tight tussle through this second quarter. Northwest Strikers have the ball for the head off. Northwest Strikers running right to left on your screen. Immediately they've sent 2 strikers up into Sutherland's D, getting in behind Sutherland's last line defence. Just trying to stretch Sutherland out a bit, and they've succeeded in having 3 Sutherland defenders drop deep to cover them. Trying to create a bit more space in the midfield. That's a nice touch there from Michael Taylor. Wade Tonner with the ball out left. He's back to Hernandez. Evades Robert Duguid in front of him. But you can just see there the pressure that Northwest Strikers are trying to apply to Sutherland's back 3. Just giving them no time on the ball or easy passes out of defence. So a long pass into the D there, but neither of the high strikers from Northwest could get onto it. So over the back line. So Northwest are pushing up. They're trying to put pressure here on Sutherland in their half. And James Piper really putting the pressure on Hayden Neal there, but he infringed in the end with the ball in the air. Robert Duguid coming up to try and cut out the cross-field transfer, trying to keep the ball on the left where they'll try and dispossess Sutherland. Halyard lets that ball through to Bennett. Bennett looking for the pass. Players in front of him determined weren't available, so he's held the ball in the midfield, which allows Sutherland to get most of their team forward of the ball. Now with Hayes in the centre, he's got 2 on him, and they fairly physical in their challenge, and in fact Robert Duguid given a green card there. Hayes with the ball into the D, finds Bennett unattended, and with the first time deflection he's just put that into the side netting. Good opportunity and a great shot from Bennett. First time deflection, very close run thing. Long overhead. Looking for James Piper right on the back line. Ball bounced in front of him, so that was a difficult trap. Zach Keelan on the field now. Right AM looks forward to Halyard. He made the right lead, but just couldn't get the ball in it. Bennett's calling Sutherland midfield up. They want to put pressure here. Try and win the ball back deep in Northwest's defence. Lane Carr with the ball there. He's got 2 on him. And Sutherland win it back between Hayden Neal and Blake Hernandez. Now the ball's with Bennett, out left. A shot from a close angle. Goalkeeper had that covered. Hayes now with the ball on the 25, carries it forward. Tries to dink it into the circle, but that was stopped. Now out wide to Keelan. He needs someone in front of him. No one there. And in the end, Keelan took it over the back line. He really needed a striker up in front of him. He looked up, no one there. Lee Cormack carrying that ball forward. Michael Taylor out wide. Angus Callanan mates the tackle. Christian Halliard really asking the umpire how far forward of the 16 can he take that free hit. Cormack cross field finds Cody Tribe. His ball through in the end over the back line. Looking for Luke Potter. Hernandez finds Keelan in the centre. 3 people converge on him. Norwest are not going to let any free possessions go in the middle of the field. This one into Mason Neal. He's dispossessed by Potter. Good back tackling by Neal. Win that ball back. Unfortunately, Hernandez's pass was mistimed. Ackroyd has to clean up at the back. So Norwest pressing again in the right to the back line. Henry Jones comes away with that one. That's a good possession there from Jack Hayes. He carries the ball forward, drops it out right to Keelan. Tries to find Ray, but the pass wasn't strong enough. Hugh Wickett with the ball, and Ray comes forward and makes the last line tackle. Last ditch tackle. Huge courage from Ray there. Coming in on the reverse side Toma. And did just a superb job making that tackle. Great courage. So ball off Sutherland over the back line, and Norwest have the restart from the 25. Everyone just sort of recovering their feet. Liam Alexander with the ball for Northwest, goes forward. Found Farmillo, but he lost it under good defensive pressure. Out to Callanan out wide. A little mistrap there, but he's fortunate. Gets the ball again from the sideline. Ball into Hayes in the centre, taking on Carr, but loses out. Carr comes forward. Between Carr and Farmillo, trying to get that ball to the D. They get a free hit just outside, so Michael Taylor with it now. Carrying it 5 yards. Northwest appealing that Sutherland weren't 5 yards from the ball, but I think they definitely were. Cormack throws it left to Alexander. He's challenging the circle, but good tackling there from Callanan. He's got the ball right in the corner, working with Keelan to try and get the ball out. And they've got a ball off Northwest striker's stick over the sideline, so sideline possession for Sutherland. If Callanan had a 50-yard overhead, he might have thrown that, but he leaves it to Hernandez, who does exactly that. Ball gets through to and bounces over the top of Bennett. Northwest from the back line into Carr in the centre and back out. Michael Taylor there challenging Sutherland. Gets the free hit. Alexander. Back to Cormac. Cody Tribe just not controlling that ball down the sideline, at least to a Northwest striker. So McGregor restarts, back to Ray. Sutherland bring the ball forward. Just as Sutherland are, Northwest have got two in the centre, making sure that there's no easy possessions for Hayes. Notwithstanding that, through Hayes to Bennett. Now Halyard with the ball out wide. Looking in the centre. Ball falls to Jones. Across to Riley Lloyd on the top. He's looking for a penalty corner there. Very difficult to get a shot. And Northwest strikers managed to keep their feet out of the way and come away with the ball. Umpires called some stick shielding there, I think. I can't see any other penalty, but he may have protected the ball with his stick from the opposition. McGregor there, back to Callanan. A bit untidy. I'll fix that up. McGregor back to Callanan again. See if they do it better this time. McGregor down the sideline. He was trying to get that into the centre towards Bennett. Tonner now out on the right. Forces Farmillo to go back and then through Carr in the centre. Two come onto him. That's good marking by McGregor at the back. Picked up that ball. Found Hayden Neal as the outlet. Cormac with the ball. Goes to Carr, but Hayes on top of him. He'll keep challenging. Carr gets the ball away. Terrific tackle from Wade Tonner on Isaac Famillo. That dispossessed him very cleanly. Riley Lloyd with that ball. Challenged, but good control from Lloyd. Looks for Henry Jones to his left. Michael Arthur picks up that one. Mason Neal with the intercept onto Bennett's stick. He'll look to find, well, that was an uncharacteristically loose pass from Bennett. Intercepted out wide. Hugh Wickart for Northwest. Now into the centre. Luke Potter. Hayes gets back there and brings the ball away. Look for a penalty there. Umpire having none of it. Arthur. Hayes again gets the ball back. That time he decided getting the ball out of the play was out of the 25 was the better course of action. Just gives the possession back to Northwest though. So just on 4 minutes remaining, scores still at 0-all. Northwest probably having the better of the possession in the attacking third, which is the possession that counts. Potter got the better of Henry Jones there. Tried with it, trying to find a way into the circle, but that was blocked. And Sutherland's attempt to clear has just resulted in a ball falling back to Northwest midfield. And they attack again. Hugh Wicker with that ball through. But over the back line. Sutherland restart. So Sutherland under a fair bit of pressure here. Not really able to get the ball forward of the half line with a lot of control. And there's another example. Riley Lloyd's turned that one over and the ball comes back against Sutherland's defence. Farmillo with that ball in. Finds Cormac out wide to Tribe. Along the back line. Free space there. And a goal line save from Mitch Ray. Goal line save. That was a terrific effort from Mitch Ray. Northwest Strikers. Every opportunity there. They come again. Again, Tribe coming along the back line. Pass in. Finds Michael Arthur, but the ball lifts up off his stick. And a free hit to Sutherland. So 2 minutes to go. Sutherland under pressure here. Northwest doing terrific job through the midfield there of blocking it up for Sutherland. And execute another turnover. Sutherland really struggling to get the ball past the halfway line. That ball up off Potter into Keelan. So free hit to Sutherland. Hayes will now try and bring it forward. Of course, as soon as he's got the ball, Northwest converge on him. Tonner now with it. He's found Ray behind. And ball across to Hernandez. Well controlled. Out to Callanan wide. He's got space in front. But he needs to find a player and couldn't find anyone there. Cullen again with the ball. Goes wide to Hernandez. Ball finds Henry Jones, but Cody Tribe recovers. Under a minute to go of this quarter. Northwest back with the ball. A long overhead down the sideline. Finds Wicket. He's got 4 Sutherland defenders in front. Hernandez now with the ball. 30 seconds to go. High to the right to Wade Tonner. Good control by him out wide. Looks infield to Hayes. He's looking for Mason Neal out wide, but just wasn't long enough to get past Tribe. Needed a bit more horsepower on it. Hayden Neal working hard in the centre there, trying to drop this, control this attack. Robert Duguid up high, got that ball on his stick, but Ackroyd was alert. And another very tightly contested quarter. Scores remain at 0-0 at the end of the second quarter. It's been a real tussle for Sutherland to get the ball over the halfway line. Northwest Strikers, you could feel them getting that time in possession and field position advantage through that quarter. They'll be pleased with that quarter. They'll feel like they've got Sutherland under pressure. However, I haven't yet got the results on the board, so still 0-0. And I think it'll be a pretty exciting third and fourth quarter to come. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes with the second half. So teams coming back on the field for the start of the second half in this round 2 match. Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. Sutherland this time will be running right to left on your screen, and they'll have the hit off. Scores are still 0-0 despite the best efforts of both teams, and there's been a few good chances. I think perhaps the best of them came to Northwest when Mitch Ray made a last-ditch goal line save. But both teams have had their opportunities. Both teams have had a number of penalty corners. Certainly Northwest Strikers lead on the penalty corner count, but it's been a very tight, particularly in the midfield. There's clearly an intent from both teams to give neither Hayes on Sutherland's side or Lane Carr on Northwest Strikers any time on the ball unattended. So Hayes now with the ball with Lane Carr in close pursuit. Zach Keelan out wide, finds Halyard, but he couldn't. He looked for the first time pass into the D, but couldn't get his stick on it. Long overhead finds Wickart out wide. Does he control that? No, just over the sideline. Got through a couple of Sutherland defenders there. Sutherland working it across the back, and a misdirected pass from Hernandez there. Didn't find Tonner, so that's a uncontested turnover just outside the quarter. Northwest back with the ball. Lane Carr in the centre. Cormac brings it forward. Finds Michael Taylor. Ray deflects that one high over the back line. Mason Neal through Callanan, and now with Halyard. So Northwest with the ball just outside Sutherland's half. Trying to find a gap wide. Cody Tribe missed traps there on the sideline, so there's a free turnover for Sutherland. I'll appreciate that. Sutherland need to get this ball into the attacking half. There it is with Tonner. Finds Hayden Neal out wide. He's looking for a striker in front of him. But there's plenty of space for him to run into. He takes advantage of that. But his infield pass looking for Mason Neal. Just didn't find him. So Northwest working the ball out, and Carr sends that ball over the sideline. So I think we have Grant Hollyman, coach for Sutherland, on the phone. Grant, what are your thoughts on the first half? I would suggest it's been a pretty tight game.
Yeah, first half they were the better side. We're lucky to be still in it, right? So 0-0 is a good result for what's been happening. But, you know, there's been a lot of positive. So I think we got better towards the end of that second quarter. But the first quarter and just 50-50s, we're not getting to. So we talked about that at half time and improved in the third quarter. It's things are going better.
And what are you suggesting? What's the suggestion to the team for the third quarter? They certainly have got some. They're under pressure through the midfield. Northwest are not giving any free balls into the centre, that's for sure. So what's the strategy for the second half?
The strategy second half is just get tighter. We're doing too much zonal. And the zonal, they're moving the ball quite quickly. And they're good hockey players, right? This is a very good hockey side. This is a top 4 hockey side easily. And we've just got to get closer. And that'll happen. And that'll happen. and hopefully our fitness will come over the top and we'll be all right. But, you know, there's a point toss in this one.
Yes, it is a very, very close match so far, that's for sure. So thanks very much, Grant.
All right, CT. Thanks, mate.
So Northwest now trying to bring the ball out of their quarter, which they've done. Farmillo there, denied, got past Tonner, but Ray was there to cover up. Now ball with Hayes, being pressured by Carr. These two have been at each other for the entire game. Keelan with a good receive there. Drops the ball out wide to Hernandez. Finds Mason Neal in the centre. He needs to possess this ball, which he's done. Back to Hernandez. Sutherland now working the ball to the opposite side. Find Hayes out left. Maybe he'll get a little bit more possession out wide. Carrying the ball through the centre. Good pass through to Bennett on the back line. Looking for the pass across. And somehow Mason Neal, he had the ball in his stick and he thought 2 yards to the goal. But Ashley Thomas got down and on top of that one. So terrific save from Ashley Thomas. And really Sutherland's best opportunity to date. Good work there by Tonner. Managed to extract a ball lifted off the Northwest striker's stick, and having the ball lifted up like that, the umpire called that, said, well, I haven't got any choice. That's lifted like that in that situation. I'm calling that dangerous play. So a first penalty corner of this quarter to Sutherland. Let's see if they can capitalise on that circle penetration. Desperately close opportunity for Mason Neal on the end of that pass from Bennett. Halyard, I think he's hit the post there with that. So Northwest strikers come away. Long pass out of defence from strikers, almost found Matt McGann up high. Well executed corner from Sutherland. I think they went pretty close on that one. Tonner with the ball infield. Finds Ray. Infield to Lloyd. He'll look wide to Callanan. Hernandez with a long ball through. Jones was always too far from that one. So strikers come forward again. Sutherland looking certainly more in the contest in the opening minutes of this quarter. They've created 2 good opportunities. Michael Taylor with that ball. Finds Lane Carr leading into his space. And that's a good tackle there from Hernandez. But Carr's still on the ball in the end. Free hit to Sutherland. So good work by Hernandez there to stay in that. Callanan finds Halyard. But he's lost out. So Michael Taylor walking that ball into the D, laid it off, and Sutherland managed to snuff the shot out, but not without the expense of Wade Tonner's feet. And so a penalty corner for Northwest. Score's still 0-0. Just on 8 minutes to go in this third quarter. Both these teams very well drilled on their corners. So, having said that, that one just went straight through the top of the D. Keelan with the pass high. He's looking for Jones and Halyard. Halyard's taken it quickly from the sideline. He's just run into James Piper there. Really didn't do enough. Can't expect the umpire to... Ball back with Ray. That was an ambitious pass. A bit fortunate there. Ball deflected off Duguid. Zach McGregor into Keelan, across to Callanan. He needs to go straight here. Unfortunately, he's had to come back, so that takes the pressure off Northwest. Keelan again. He'll work it right. Looks to Hayes. And he's looking long towards Bennett, but the ball just not long enough, high enough. Bennett was there on the back line, but there were two Northwest Strikers defenders in front of him, and they had that pass covered. Northwest Strikers having good penetration down their left side there. Duguid with the ball out wide. Yes, ball up off a Sutherland defender's stick there. Ackroyd cleared it, but a danger had already occurred, and the umpire said that's the end of the advantage there. So penalty corner again for Northwest. So after last time talking up the quality of the penalty corner execution by both teams, see what happens this time. I won't say anything. Good chance this will go to Michael Taylor on the left. He had most of the penalty corner opportunities in the first half. And it's with him. Good strike, but that was clear of the goalkeeper's right post. So just sailed through and left by Sutherland's defence. Can't tell from my angle how much it missed by, but it didn't require a save. So Sutherland bring the ball forward through Ray and Hernandez. Hernandez finds McGregor wide, but not a good trap from him. He was lucky to retain that ball from the sideline. In fact, he hasn't. The umpires have conferred and decided that Famillo was checked there in trying to get to the ball. He's right on top of Lane Carr there. Hernandez in space there, able to intercept that one. Finds Hayes in the centre. A little bit of space. Three people come in on him. Gets the free hit. Goes at him again. And another penalty. So Hayes with the ball just outside the 5-yard markings. Goes wide to Callanan. So Sutherland not able to control the ball there, and in the end lost out to Northwest defence. Just over 3 minutes to go. Lane Carr in the centre. Hayes has got him under pressure and dispossessed him. Finds Halyard, back to Hayes. Bennett to his left. Bennett with the ball. And I think 3 centimetres from the back line. Bennett tried to get that ball across, but ball into the post. Very tight angle. Tried with the ball through, but Hernandez eats that up. Oh, his pass intercepted by Farmillo. Callanan working hard, gets a little nudge in the back, so free hit to him. Hernandez with the ball, looks overhead, but didn't get past Cody Tribe there. Out to Michael Arthur. Just outside the quarter. Northwest well positioned here, transferring across the field. Good tackle by Zach McGregor there. Off his feet, but it was a pretty vital defensive play there. Cormack, ball through. Callanan did well to intercept that. Blocked the ball out of the D. Again, Callanan intercepting. That's good cover defence by him. Cormack goes wide to Tribe. Looks down the sideline. Michael Arthur out there. Good tackle from Hernandez. Arthur tried to get down his forestick. Ball's bouncing through the circle and unfortunately up off Callanan's stick. Might have come off his body in the process. So penalty corner to Northwest. It's their third of the quarter with just a minute to go this quarter. Northwest can't keep getting these penalty corner opportunities and not put one at least between the posts. They're too good to miss too many of these. However, maybe they'll try a different combination this time. Hayes setting up to run it down. It's come to the right battery. So Michael Taylor switched batteries at the top and his shot was blocked by Ackroyd. Good save by him. That's a good deflection into the circle from Taylor. Found Matt McGann right in front of the goals. He was under pressure straight away. So another compelling quarter. Scores still at 0-0. Opportunities came to both teams through that quarter. And so just one quarter to go to see if either team can break the deadlock. Difficult to see more than one goal in it. Having said that, there has certainly been scoring opportunities in the first 3 quarters. So hang around. We'll be back in a minute with the 4th and final quarter of this PL1 encounter. Sutherland versus Northwest Strikers. So teams coming back on the pitch. Fourth and final quarter ahead of us. Both teams have worked pretty hard this game, so I suspect physical conditioning will start to play a role now in this final quarter. Midfield's been tight. That's where you would expect maybe there'll be a couple of gaps open up. Sutherland start. Keelan with the ball there. 3 players on him. Good ball from Hernandez forward to Tonner. Not a well-directed pass there. Sort of relatively easy turnover in the end. Lane Carr now with the ball in the centre, but Hayes pinches it off him. Good one-on-one tackling there from Hayes. It's gone the overhead, looking for Mason Neal up high. Well, the umpire's blowing that for both players being in motion. He's suggesting, I think, that Mason Neal had not secured his position. And because both players are in motion, he's blown it as dangerous and in favour of the defence. So Northwest come away with it. Arthur trying to deflect the ball wide, but Henry Jones is able to intercept. Northwest have it, however, in the opposition half. Arthur again dispossessed that time. Hayes comes forward. Good chance here. He's got one in front. Cormac just to beat. Hayes now with the ball along the back line. And umpire just looking to see if there was any advantage. Hayes had played the ball off the foot of the Northern District Northwest Strikers defender, so secured the penalty corner. And Sutherland have their first penalty corner opportunity for the fourth quarter. By my count, just their third corner of the game, so they haven't had a lot of these opportunities. Between Hernandez and Halliard, they had considerable success from the penalty corner spot last week. Let's see how they go today. Hayes with the trap, takes the ball himself, finds space. Now with Hayden Neal, so that's broken down. Not able to get the shot away in the end. And Northwest come forward. Oh, brilliant pick by Wade Tonner. He was under real pressure there. Henry Jones carrying the ball forward and managed to pick out the Michael Arthur's forestick with his pass. So Northwest now back in possession. Ball, Farmillo with the ball there on the back line. Northwest stretch it right. Find Cody Tribe there. He's got Michael. I think that's Michael Arthur on the back line, and he couldn't trap. Sorry, it was Luke Potter. He couldn't trap, so Sutherland come away. Tonner, shortest of overheads, but it needed to have a little bit more on it to get past Tribe. Kane playing forward, good tackle by Hernandez and well laid off to Mason Neal into Halliard, but needed to put more control on that ball. Keelan with a good dispossess there from Michael Taylor. Keelan trying to possess the ball, but in the end, Farmillo came into the picture and took it off him. Sutherland being stretched here. Sort of one end to the other. Potter with the ball and the shot. Good early shot. brings a save from Ackroyd. And in the end, Sutherland, too many defenders there for Northwest. Keelan with the ball forward, found Halyard, but it was a difficult one. He couldn't trap the ball over the sideline. Both teams starting to show some signs of the amount of work they've put in the previous 3 quarters. Running starting to stag. Callanan back to Ray. Northwest pushing high here. They've got 3 strikers up. Cars come up as well. They're trying to pin Sutherland in. Now Callanan's carrying it forward. Finds Mason Neal, but Neal's trap wasn't good. Too many through the centre there for Neal. Kane now with the ball. Lane Carr. Another turnover. I think the umpire, well, the players just needed a decision there. Halyard with the ball. Gets the penalty. Carries the ball at the top into the D. And he did have Jones on the far post, but the angle was just too shallow. Goalkeeper easily dealt with it. Ball with Hernandez. Good ball through to Hayden Neal. Umpire hasn't, I thought there might have been a foot there, but umpire let it go. So Northwest counter-attacking. James Duguid plays it back. Michael Taylor, that's a good strong possession by him, carrying the ball forward. Hernandez again takes the ball off him. Hayden Neal with a good intercept there. Sutherland really putting the effort here in this final quarter. Some good running by Halyard has forced a turnover. Hayes coming forward, 3 in front of him. Can he find an opening? 3 players to beat and was not able to get through. So Northwest come forward again. Riley Lloyd with the ball there. It's certainly up and back hockey. Mitch Ray on that ball. Now Hernandez. Umpire's blown a free hit there for. So we're into the final 10 minutes. Michael Taylor taking the free hit. Cormac. Cody Tribe. Halyard there to put pressure on, but deflects the ball over the back line. Taylor again. Ball up off Ray's stick. Callanan now finds Jones in front. That's a good evasive run by Jones. Excellent play. In the end, ball off his foot, but he had 3 people on him. Looked like he was almost breaking through. Lane Carr through, finds Farmillo wide into Michael Taylor, but Sutherland between Hernandez and Hayden Neal, they take the ball off him. Now with Hayes. Hayes will might potentially look for the overhead. Yes, he's gone down the right. This time it's Halyard, his target, but Halyard not able to trap. Halyard with the free hit, carries the ball forward quickly. Looking for Bennett in the D. Desperate dive from Lee Cormac, sees the ball over the back line. Hayes takes it from the 25, out wide to Tonner. got Riley Lloyd in front. And Lloyd, with nothing much to work with, finds a Northwest striker's foot and another penalty corner for Sutherland. Sutherland seem to have lost their way a little with their last penalty corner. Need to get the ball moving towards goal at a rate of knots. See how they can execute this time. They've got both options with Hernandez and Halyard at the top. Just on 6.5 minutes to go. Huge opportunity here. So the layoff left from Halyard to Hernandez has generated results. So the ball's gone to the right side. Back across to Hernandez to change the angle, and he's got the ball in on the goalkeeper's left post, and Sutherland take a 1-0 lead. Well, with Sutherland taking that lead, I'm expecting the pace of this game to lift considerably. Just under 6 minutes to remain. Northwest won't be playing for anything less than a draw, that's for sure. I'll be looking for a goal. Paradoxically, that creates an opportunity for Sutherland as Northwest push forward. Good intercept there from Ray. Finds Riley Lloyd. Terrific pass from Lloyd to Halyard. Needed to do better with the trap there. Michael Arthur out wide. Robert Duguid, ball into the D. Again with Arthur. So that ball fell to James Piper, and from 15 yards on a bouncing ball, he made a fairly good effort with that one. That ball was drilled just over the crossbar. So Northwest are coming with all guns blazing, that's for sure. I think Zach Keelan might have got a green there. Liam Alexander with the ball out there, just over the back line. So Northwest restarts. So Sutherland being called on here in defence. Duguid out wide. Cullen in front of him. Forces the ball back. 4 minutes to go. Sutherland need to come out of the D. And again, the shot came to Piper. Not quite the opportunity he had just a couple of minutes ago. It was a pretty good shot. That one just a little bit wide of the goalkeeper's right post. Sutherland will have the ball here from the sideline. So Northwest are pushing up. Hernandez responds with a long overhead. This is where Sutherland need to push up through the midfield, put pressure on, don't let Northwest come forward unchallenged. Loose player there in the midfield, Cody Piper with the ball, Hayes in front of him. Good pick up by McGregor, finds Hayes, Bennett. And Bennett just playing the ball down the field. And will stay in play. So Sutherland are holding their position in their half. They will defend from the halfway. Mason Neal and Bennett up high. Ball out wide. Halyard beaten there. And Sutherland suggesting the foot was just outside the D. The umpires decided it wasn't. So a penalty corner opportunity for Northwest Strikers. Down to the last 2 minutes of this game. Well, Northwest, to be fair, have had opportunities from the penalty corner spot, and they get another one. Michael Taylor there at the top, Cody Tribe alongside him, so 2 batteries. Taylor again. Ackroyd makes the save. Solid save by Ackroyd, kept the ball down. Sutherland now breaking forward. Halyard with an attempted overhead. Unfortunately lost control of that, and Northwest Strikers come back. Halyard working hard in defence, trying to get in front of the ball. McGregor again on hand, that's a vital tackle. And Halyard punches the ball forward. So back in Northwest half, a minute to go. Keelan comes forward, trying to put some high pressure on. Cody Tribe mistrap there. That's fairly crucial in the context of where the game is. Hernandez with the overhead, looking for Keelan. Liam Alexander just gets that ball away. Cormac. Lane Carr there in the centre, gets past Riley Lloyd. Hernandez again getting in the way. Carr with the free hit. Carries the ball forward. He was looking for a player inside, won the free hit. And with 5 seconds to go, I think the players have called it stumps. And after an epic tussle between these two teams, Sutherland run out the winners 1-0. And I would imagine both teams are completely exhausted. That was a very hard game of hockey, ball up and down the field, and great performances from both sides. There was certainly some impressive opportunities that fell to the Strikers, some great goal line saves, and really it had everything. So Sutherland, after round 2, 2 wins from two starts, one against Briars and now one against Northwest Strikers. So that's an excellent start to the season for Sutherland. They struggled through this game, and particularly, as Grant Hollyman said, through the first half, and perhaps certainly Northwest Strikers might have had more of that possession and field position through the first half, but Sutherland stuck with it and gradually got themselves on level terms and then took advantage of their opportunities. Well executed penalty corner to Blake Hernandez, the difference.
You just have to wait.
So we're now got an interview with, I'm not quite sure which player. We're trying to get a sideline interview here. I think it might be Hayden Neal, and actually some players are running for cover. So it looks like Zach McGregor is going to do the honours.
Okay, here.
Just getting Zach mic'd up, and we'll hear what he's got to say about the game.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Zach. So, you must be exhausted.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
That was a very tough encounter, and at half-time, when I spoke to Grant, it was looking like Sutherland were really going to have to work hard for this afternoon.
Yeah, they pushed us right to the end. We had to work really hard, but we scrambled in the first half in defence, but eventually got that goal that we needed to get, and we were able to hold them out at the end there, which was good.
Yes, that was really concerted effort by all 11 players in defence in that final 5 minutes. So anyway, thanks for the chat, Zach, and
No, you're all right.
well done.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
So Zach McGregor, one of Sutherland's defenders, there just commenting on the hard work they did in the final 5 minutes as they worked to keep Northwest strikers out. So we finish the afternoon 1-0 to Sutherland in the PL1 encounter. So this is Craig Turner on behalf of Luke Domro and his camera team. We hope you have enjoyed the live stream this afternoon, and we hope to see you again at a future game.